So I have zero knowledge and zero ideas of what's going to happen tonight. So I'm a little bit nervous. That being said, me and a few other people who are without partners now because they got kicked off of the other team already are sort of going to be working together. So things are about to get really interesting. And I'm excited to stir the pot because, we love to stir the pot. That being said, I'm also like, what other conversations are happening behind the scenes that I'm not a part of?
Our team hasn't talked in a while because we've been winning challenges, which is good. But I've been talking to Alex, who's in a trio with Richie and Creepy, and I want to vote Robbie out. Robbie is definitely gunning for me, and if I have to be the pushy person again, well, I just hope that doesn't bite me in the ass.
Parker really wants Robbie to go now, and I obviously would be down for that, but Richie and Creethy are a little hesitant, so I'm like, okay, we'll wait next round. I think next round we can do it. Robbie literally confessed to me that he voted to me and made up this. I mean, I don't know if he made up, but he was like, Raphael was telling me he was going to play an advantage, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, whatever, I don't give a shit.
I told him that right before last vote, Raphael told me he was going to play his advantage and told me Alex was writing my name down. And that was the reason I put Alex's name down. That is not true. Raphael never told me he had an advantage. It just so happened that he did go home with an advantage in his pocket. So my lie did seem a lot more believable, but I did own up to the fact that I wrote his name down. So now he has even more of a reason to come for my sweet, juicy ass.
But the point is, he fessed up. He knows he's alone. Now Parker's saying, like, Tim, who's Richie's partner, Tim thinks it's possible Richie is working with Robbie and Meg. And I'm like, what the fuck? That would be, if Richie is secretly plotting alliance with them, that's fucked, is all I'm saying.
Nobody trusts Robbie, but I kind of do. I'm really close with Meg. Meg told me that she found an advantage and she said it's a block a vote. And she said that I'm the only person she's told. So I'm like, hey, I haven't told anyone about it. I haven't even told Tim about it. So, but still really glad that Meg trusts me with that information. Really value my relationship with Meg.
In extremely exciting news, I found an advantage. The only person I've told is Richie because he's been really loyal to me so far, and I want to continue my loyalty to him as well. Apparently, the other team thinks that Robbie is the ringleader, which could not be farther from the truth right now. I like to think that I'm maybe running the show a little bit. Basically, everyone is assuming that we are about to merge because Ethan sent a cryptic message, as Ethan does, saying something about coming home. This just feels kind of like a natural merge point.
I'm hoping that we have a merge because I need to be reunited with my partner, Rebecca, because it's a blood versus water season. There's really only one person you can trust 100%, and that's my partner. But I will say, though, me, Richie, Alex, we've kind of been planning stuff steadily over the course of weeks because we're really close as tribe. We're also pretty close as people. So we naturally talk a lot, but from what I've heard from Rebecca, the other tribe doesn't really talk. And since they haven't gone to tribal, they haven't really had a reason to.
We haven't had to go to tribal in a long time. People don't know whether it's a merge, a tribe swap, none of the above tonight. I'm really hoping it's a merge, and I'm really hoping that Sky doesn't win immunity because we're all gunning for Sky. No offense, not all of us. I am. Sorry, Sky. You seem like a great person. You just spilled a lot during the challenge that I heard, and it didn't really reflect that well on me. Oh, and Rachel told me you're gunning for me. So you seem really nice.
Sky also offered Rebecca as a name, which obviously I don't want. But he also said he's 100% with me. Maybe he's lying to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one here feeling icky about lying. As I've said before, Rebecca's my ride or die. I want to go to the final 2 or 3 or however many it is with her. Tim is ready to cause some drama. And I probed a little bit, and he said he'd be willing to vote out Parker tonight.
The 3 pairs, we did what we wanted to do, where we picked off all the other pairs that everybody was solo, and then it was just us. And now we kind of have a lot of wiggle room, and it worked perfectly. In fact, once Casey was voted out, Rachel came, like, messaged me immediately and was like, hey, like, really want to work with you in this game. Sad that Casey got voted out, but excited to play with you. And I was like, it's almost like I wanted this to happen. I don't trust Rachel, but she wants to cause chaos the same way I do. I don't think any bullets are coming my way, so I don't really care what's going to happen. I think my ideal scenario would be to get Julian out, just because Parker revealed to me that she's working with Julian, and I don't want anybody else having allies that I don't have. So
I feel solid about my partnership with Parker. I feel like we've kept it under wraps enough that I don't think the other people on our team know we're in cahoots, but I feel like because there's so much time in between moves, it just gives everyone more time to freak out and overthink things. So I think more than anything tonight is going to be more about keep everyone sane, keep everyone on the right path versus making any crazy moves. But if it gets too chaotic, I might just have to play into the chaos.
It is time to start the challenge. If you are ready, I'm going to explain. On a very, very early season of Survivor, they did a challenge that really inspired me personally, where they brought somebody who is a professional in surviving in the wild and whatnot, and had him like evaluate their shelters, and whichever shelter was better won the challenge, basically. So we're going to do something very similar. I'm going to be posting a link. It's going to bring you to an online collaborative whiteboard. This should work like a Google Doc where you can draw different colors, different sizes, whatever, and it'll appear in real time with your friends and your teammates.
Ethan, so you mean there's no merge?
I'm so sorry. That's the twist of the season. There's no merge this season.
Ever?
Wait,
Ever.
like this whole season, there's no merge?
No merge the whole season. I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking.
Okay.
I would like you to draw the layout of your house. If you want to do that blueprint style, if you want to do it like a 3D, like just drawing of the house, like that's totally fine. I believe you can upload pictures. That's cool too. I'm going to call a judge in the same way that I did in the very first episode with your Shark Tank pitches. One of you is going to be the tour guide of your house, and the judge will be evaluating your house on 3 very specific criteria. Number 1, aesthetic. Number 2, practicality. And number 3, something silly. Don't worry about physics. The only thing I would like you to worry about is make sure all the materials you're using is something you can find on an island in Fiji. So you can make a building that is 1,000,000 stories tall. Just make sure it's made of I don't know. What is wood from Fiji?
Okay, I'm just gonna make a bunch of rooms in this. I feel like for practicality, we need like a bathroom, a kitchen, like.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Practicality, we probably want like bunk beds, and a toilet.
It has to have a very good roof. I think that's the practicality part.
I can start writing out a script if that's what.
Yeah, you want to do that?
That will be helpful.
Do we want to make it overall like look like something?
I'm just in spooky season right now, so we could do haunted house themed. We could do like.
I like haunted house because maybe that could also be like a defense mechanism. Like people are.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay.
There's stickers and emojis we can use too.
Oh,
Can we also have a karaoke room?
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah, that's important.
That's the one that should be in the star.
Yeah.
Because like, you're a star. Like
Yeah,
you're
you're a
singing.
star, yeah.
Star.
Open air concept karaoke room.
Haunted sand castle, something in the wood, in the trees, in the forest, the jungle.
So first up, we have the foyer.
Everybody, please welcome Anna, the winner of Survivor Season 1, Skid Kids versus Massholes. Anna, how are you doing tonight?
Good. Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much for guest judging. You have no idea what you're about to guest judge, is that right?
Absolutely none.
Absolutely none. Great. So I'll let you know. Tasked each team to devise a house or a shelter that they're building on their island. You have an ambassador from each team who is going to give you a tour of their house. I gave them a program for an online whiteboard for them to use to, draw out a layout of a house just as a little helpful visual aid. Anna, I would like you to grade them on 3 specific criteria, and they were aware of this as well. You are grading them on aesthetic, thank you, practicality, and something silly. I want you to grade them out of 10 on each of these categories. 10 being the bestest and 1 being the worstest. All right. The Malibu Barbies. Do we have an ambassador, a tour guide for the Malibu Barbies?
Ooh.
Great. So welcome, Barbs, to your very own Malibu Barbie Survivor Dream House. This house has everything: functionality, fashion, and fun. Let's take a stroll through this stunning home. First up, we have the foyer. Excuse me. First up, we have the foyer made with a hand-woven palm frond entrance that brushes your hair ever so slightly as you enter your new dream home, detangles it as well. Here's where you can drop your buff and relax for the night. We are entering the bedroom with this gorgeous Barbie pink fish scale wallpaper, which is sustainably sourced, duh. We have handcrafted a lovely king-size bed made out of a plush chicken feather mattress and hand-sewn tarp comforter. It has a surprisingly high thread count. This bed is, of course, big enough to support your whole tribe. We also have our bathroom with a sculpted bamboo toilet and built-in squatty potty. Now, don't be alarmed by our in-house cabana boy. Jeffrey is ready to make sure this house truly feels like a home. He'll even come wipe you after a trip to the bathroom. Now, let's head up to the second floor and get ready to grab the mic. You found the Star Lounge, our karaoke facilities. This star-shaped room has the perfect acoustics to make your voice sound angelic. And the ceiling is made of hand-blown glass made from sand from the beaches of Fiji, so you have a gorgeous view of the stunning night sky. After a stressful challenge, take a stroll in the beautiful garden, aka the green room, featuring all the freshest flora local to Fiji. We've even included a hybrid strain of marijuana, which will calm your mind after a stressful day. This dream home is perfect for all your needs. Come visit.
Excellent. Thank you, Malibu Barbies. Thank you, Megan and Robbie, for doing that. And I'll give you a moment to tally up, to dot your I's and cross your T's and really, shake the foundation of this thing and, do your thing.
I'm graded.
Great. Wow, that's very impressive. All that in just a short amount of time. That's why they pay you the big bucks. Let's move on to the Teamy Sanguini, the other team. Teamy Sanguini. Do we have a tour guide? Okay.
Nope.
Take it away.
Alrighty. So welcome to our haunted Halloween sand castle. That's right. Fully sand, fully Halloween, all the frights in tow. So I know what you're thinking, a sand castle on a rainy beach? No. That'll just melt away. But not with this Team Sanguini here. What we made sure is that the walls are reinforced with bamboo and the ground is set on a sturdy foundation of coconuts. And before the rain even thinks to touch our sand castle, it's going to have to think twice because we've got a scary skeleton guarding the entire place from any sort of danger that may come across. And yes, this is the last castaway from last season with a buff and all. So zooming out a bit here, let's get into the more practical pieces of our haunted house castle, sand castle. We've got a grand old moat circling the entire place. So if anybody tries to come over in the middle of the night to steal an advantage or steal something from our tribe, you're gonna fall in the moat. Yes, there's a bridge, but it's a drawbridge. Gonna come right up at night. You can't get in. You'll also notice the beautiful ghost. It's gotcha. It's not a ghost, it's a net. That net will help us collect fish passively as it's going into the tides there up on the top left, as you can see. Now, something that's really important and special about this sandcastle is that the roofs fully palm fronds. And in fact, we created an aqueduct system with the coconuts where all the water gets filtered down to both a spigot inside that we can drink from, and then also to our outhouse. And it's aesthetic and silly and practical. That's all, folks.
All right, Anna, I'll give you another moment to, really inspect the corners, punch a wall.
Hold on, I'll get there. Give me a
Okay,
second.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
Should not interrupt the concentration.
So, for aesthetics, I gave Team 1 a 10 because I love the idea of Malibu, Barbie, and like beach. I thought that was really fun. I really liked the idea of the silent room just because I feel like it reminds me of episodes of Survivor when they're all like, let's just all sit in a circle and be silent so that we can't strategize. And I liked the colors and the floor plan and stuff. And then Team 2, I also gave a 10 in aesthetics because I liked how it was drawn. It looks like a Disney castle. I liked the Halloween theme and the water and stuff. It was like a really different visual from Team 1, which I thought was really cool. I liked the ghost net because that was fun and I thought it was well drawn. So points for drawing. For practicality, I gave Team 1 a 4. Seems like a really big ask, I guess, for a Survivor beach, but I guess it's not realistic anyway, so that doesn't really matter. I wasn't sure if a karaoke room in the attic would be necessarily the nicest thing to live in because people are, singing and stuff. Anyway, Team 2, I gave a 3 in practicality because it was made out of sand. And I think that might speak for itself. I don't think even without the water, I don't think the sand could have really stood on itself. If it was to be hollow on the inside. And I also don't like sleeping on sand or like sand falling you as you sleep and stuff, but I do think it was very pretty. And then for silliness, I gave Team 1 an 8 because I thought it was nice and silly. I like the marijuana room, even though I don't know what grows in Fiji. And then I just thought it was silly and fun. And again, I liked the silent room a lot, even though it wasn't touched on because I think that was funny. And then I gave Team 2 a 10 on silliness because I just thought like sandcastle is such a fun interpretation of like a shelter or a castle on the beach. And I liked the ghost a lot. I just thought the net ghost was so funny.
I believe Teamy Sanguini is safe from tribal council by 1 point, if I have that right. Don't think about it too hard. I got it right. All right. Thank you so much, Anna, for joining us. I'm sure this may not be the last time we see you. You'll be back for Final Tribal, as you always are. Thank you very much, and have a great night.
Bye, everyone. Good luck.
Alrighty, Teamy Sanguini, congratulations, you are safe for the next Tribal Council. I'll put you back in your breakout room, and then that means Malibu Barbies, we are going to be going to Tribal Council yet again.
Oh my God, we didn't merge and now we're going to tribal. This is my worst case scenario. I feel like this might be the end for me. I am literally typing away, throwing rumors out about Alex to everyone. I'm saying, Richie, he said you. Maggie said you. That's what I'm telling everyone. I'm going with it. I'm trying to slander his name as quickly as possible. I also told Meg I'm playing an idol when I don't have one. I am just going balls to the wall right now because I don't know what else to do.
Oh my God, apparently Robbie is trying to get it to be me. I think we can get Robbie out. I just want to make sure he feels safe, because this shit is fucking fucked. Oh my God, I don't have time for a fucking confessional, Ethan. This is insane.
Okay, first of all, I'm extremely salty that we lost that challenge because I feel like ours was significantly sillier. There's nothing silly about living in wet sand. But anyway, I digress. I wanted to keep Robbie for a longer time. I feel This does suck, but I'm sorry about this. Ah, fuck. This better go right because I feel like there's going to be a lot of damage control to do if it doesn't.
So at first glance, Robbie is dead in the water. But Meg just texted me she might throw a vote on Alex. And if Robbie throws his vote on Alex, I could also throw my vote on Alex. I know I have Robbie as a number on my side, but I'm wondering if it's worth it.
Sorry, I'm literally frantically messaging everyone right now. It's either Robbie or Alex. We'll see what happens. I just hope it's not me.
So sorry, y'all. So sorry. That's rough. That is rough. All right, I'll be bringing bogus, totally, 100% cheated and all that. Alex, your face says it all. Come this far, and now in Tribal Council, what would be the feeling of getting voted out tonight?
It'd be devastating. It'd be bad. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. It'd be good. Like,
Well, it's intriguing that you use the word devastating as opposed to like, oh, I'd be bummed out. Richie, does it feel like a ton of work has gone into this? Like, would it be devastating?
It is already devastating. It is actively devastating. We all were expecting to merge today. We all had different plans of just assuming this was going to merge, and nobody really even considered. We were like, it's not going to be a merge. So we're all just thrown into this crazy spiral of everything going on.
It is crazy because I feel like in Survivor, it's a lot about forward thinking, but I don't know, want to speak for everyone, but I think we all got caught up too forward thinking today.
It literally was such an afterthought. It wasn't until 30 minutes before the challenge where I was like, what if we're actually not merging? We were all so confident about it.
Sure. How about you, Krithi? How is this affecting you? Were you also expecting a merge?
Yeah, I was definitely expecting a merge. I think all of us, frankly, it sounds like on both sides were expecting a merge. After the last vote, we were all so solid. We were finally like, yes, we're in peak form. We were definitely thinking ahead to the merge about how the 5 of us were going to stay strong, which is why we never really thought of each other as anything but allies going forward in the merge.
Sure. A question for anyone. If you are 5 strong, how then does that coincide with your bloods on the other team? Let me ask that specifically because that's somewhat incriminating. Robbie, since I haven't really gotten you, how is the blood aspect of this game working out? I guess you don't have a partner.
Yeah, but I can still speak on the fact that I don't have a partner. So when I say we were forward thinking earlier today, my forward thinking was, okay, who does have a partner, who does not? I don't. I'm able to play that card a lot more because I don't have a blood. I am kind of a lone wolf and able to be picked up by anyone, and even a pair. If they want me, I'll go anywhere.
Sure. Megan, as the other resident single person here, do you also feel particularly vulnerable?
I feel like it's a double-edged sword. I feel similarly to Robbie where I think that I have opportunities to kind of attach myself onto whoever will take me. But I also have no insight as to what's happening on the other tribe and where those connections are being built. I don't know. It's kind of a good thing in the short term game where I can attach myself to someone, but in the long term game, I don't know. Yeah.
Interesting. Advantage talk? Anything going on?
I think after the last bombshell was dropped after the tribal, given that we know Raph went home with an advantage of sorts, and the fact that he was definitely playing up his advantage beforehand but didn't use it, is something that was really confusing for us. And I think when there's such small numbers, an advantage can weigh a lot more than when you're, say, a merge of 10. When you have an advantage on a tribe of 5, that is literally the difference of life and death in this game. So it's even more heightened and important and vital to everyone's independent game right now.
Robbie, you said that Raphael was playing up his advantage. Do you mean he was talking about it?
Right before the votes, he was messaging me. I don't think he was messaging others from what I've gathered. saying very cryptic things along the lines of like, if I have an advantage, you think I should use it. I might just be safe tonight. Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, even I think I'm suggesting you use it as well if you have something. I don't know if he was trying to flush things. And then when he didn't play it, I thought, okay, so he was bluffing just to save himself. And then when you revealed he did have it, I was like, what was this?
Sure.
And we talked to and I was very honest with Alex, saying that was the main reason I put a vote on him as well last week, because it was 2 for him and one of them was me. So I owned that. I was like, yeah, Raphael sent me into some chaos. It was also midnight, so we were all delirious. So I don't know what his strategy was.
Sure.
But yeah, he was definitely throwing some wrenches at the very end there.
Alex, do you believe that, or do you feel that you're a target?
I do believe that. I think it was midnight and I was definitely delirious. And Robbie saying he was getting, I mean, we were all on the edge of our seats with stress anyway. And like, if I was getting those messages from Raphael, I would freak out. And
Me too.
Like
Sure.
a lot.
Sure.
And like, also the fact that like Robbie's saying that in front of everyone now makes me think he's either concocted a story and is really sticking to it, or it's the truth. And I believe it. I do believe it.
Well, as we know in Survivor, it is a constant battle between a million what ifs. We're going to find out what if very soon. I'll bring you all one by one into the voting booth. Unless anybody has an advantage besides an idol that they would like to play, now would be the time to do so. Okay. All right, I will bring you all into the voting booth. One by one, we'll see who becomes the 4th person voted out of Zoom Survivor. Blood versus water. See you in the voting booth very soon.
This is hard. This is the hardest thing I've had to do in any of these games I've played so far. Unfortunately, one of my favorite people in this game, and I'm so sad. I do not think this is a smart move for my game. I'm being so dramatic right now.
I think this is the first vote that I feel maybe like really guilty about, but I can't. This day was coming.
I hope I'm not doing something really, really stupid, and I'm sorry in advance.
I have a feeling it's going to be either me or Alex tonight, and I just spread so many damn lies. I'm not going to be able to keep them straight. I told everyone whatever they wanted to hear, stirred the pot, and I hope it was enough that it is Alex and not me tonight. So
I vote out Robbie. Please, time for you to go. I'm sick of being at Tribal Council. I vote out Robbie.
All right, everybody. The votes are in, and I will read the votes. First, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. Here we go. First vote, Robbie. Second vote, Alex. Third vote, Robbie. The 4th person voted out of Survivor, Robbie. Robbie, so sorry. Need you to lead the Zoom call.
Hi, Robbie.
I'm so sorry,
Robbie.
no,
You're
you're
great.
not. None of you are.
Let's hang out in real life. We live near me.
Bye.
I love you, Robbie.
No, you don't. See ya.
Well, lost another bar.
Wow.
Robbie.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
y'all. Robbie was voted out at the last Tribal Council. The 4th person voted out. Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that is everybody. In fact, this is everybody. Congratulations. You all are merged. Finally,
Here we are.
indeed. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations, everybody. You now may speak to everybody you like. All challenges going forward will be competed for individual immunity, and you will go to Tribal Council after every challenge. Excuse me. And if you are voted out, you will become a part of the jury and eventually decide who wins this game.
Yeah.
All right, congrats. Have a great night, everyone. Merge tribe. Woo!
Woo!